Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. You guys already know this is the page known as Stock Up. Take a second, hit the like, subscribe, and then that notification bell. And it is easier to hit the notification bell on the computer. But anyway, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Be sure not to fall for spam in the comment section. So let's talk about this CPI, this Consumer Price Index. So we were pleasantly surprised when the numbers came out, right? So here's what I mean. We weren't surprised by how high the numbers came out because they came out extremely high. But the forecast was they were going to be even higher, okay? So, and yes, this is also Technical Tuesday, and I got my boy Josh Nichols here. We're going to get to that secondly, but first we got to cover this CPI data. All right, let's get right into it. So let's see what happened with the CPI. Yesterday, this was a report on yesterday. As you can see here, April 11, inflation numbers likely to be ugly for March. Remember, the gas prices was up. The geopolitical situation, everything, inflation was the highest, gas was the highest, $130 a barrel, all of that. So we were prepared for extremely high inflation number, right? The CPI number was going to be high, right? The Consumer Price Index. So what happens today? Boom, all right? Look at this. Inflation hits new 40-year high. 8.5% on soaring gas prices. All right. So so what everybody expected to happen actually happened. But how did the market react at the time of videoing this? Let's take a look. Look at this. The Dow is green. The NASDAQ is green. The S&P is green. So, Larry, what happened? Why is everything green? I'll tell you why everything is green. Because the market priced it in yesterday. That's why we had to sell off yesterday. And we thought it was going to be worse. So the bad news did happen, but it's like, in an airplane movie when the airplane is going down and the pilot goes, brace yourself. So that's what the market did. It braced itself. So when you have a prediction of higher, even though it's going to be bad, it's like when they put the hand on your shoulder and they say, hey, we got some bad news. Some bad news coming. It's really, really bad. It's really, really bad. And you expecting something really, really, really bad. And then it's only a little bad. Then you exhale. Pretty much that's what the market did, good people. So you're going to see a lot of people way smarter than me that could talk way better than me. They're going to be telling you and explaining with the charts and all of this. That's what happened in a nutshell, good people. I don't want to bore you with that. But just like I said, there were opportunities. And let's look at some of the things that I see, okay? I see that reopening stock, I talked about that shortly yesterday, could have a little bounce, right? So let's look at it. Norwegian Cruise Line, which I have, is up 1.5. Parks and hotels. Now, you don't hear a lot of people talking about PK. PK is parks and hotels, right? And Josh and I are going to cover parks and hotels, right? So I just want to put this one on you guys' list. Also, too, I have to mention that SHIB has been added to Robinhood. Actually, it's going to be listed on Robinhood. Look at here. Joke no more. SHIB INU is amongst 4 crypto tokens listed on Robinhood. So they are listed on Robinhood. So I had to show you guys this. You're going to be seeing a lot of talk about it. Josh and myself are going to be covering that on his page. Look at this. The platform populars. Look at this. Added Solana, Polygon, and Matic. So SHIB, Matic, Polygon, and Solana are all being added. So let's look at this. American Airlines is pretty much flat. And then you got Marriott Vacations. Look at that, up 2%, right? And so, yeah, big deal, Larry. A lot of other stock are up. These are reopening stock that could have short-term bumps, okay? So these are swing trades for me. These are not hold forever. These are swing trades for me. So we're going to get in and we're going to get right out. So I wanted to keep that part short, get right to the point. Now, at the time of filming this, okay, anything could happen towards closing bell, right? At the time of filming this, it's noon New York time or Eastern time, all right? And so we want to keep everything in perspective. Say hello to the people, Josh.
Hey man, I'm glad to be here. And look at Technical Tuesday here again with Larry. We got some great stuff that I'm going to show you here in a few minutes.
All right. So what we're going to do is Josh and myself, we are going to go over one stock and one crypto, right? So what I did was I was looking at Solana. You guys know, as far as crypto, I was looking at Solana, and what I did was I went to my Webull app, click the link, download below, because you're going to get some free stuff by using my link. And I set a buy order in at $100, and it filled, okay, in my Webull, right? You guys know I've been buying Solana under $88, and I've been buying it in my Coinbase. But in my Webull, I just set it and forget it, and when it comes down, it did, okay? And I didn't buy a lot. I just wanted to see, was it gonna fill? And it actually filled, and I'm already green on it, right? That's what I like about Webull. So let's start by parks and hotels, okay? So I'm gonna let you pull up parks and hotels, and you take it from here.
Okay, what we're trying to do with Technical Tuesdays is to try to introduce to you guys some charting so that you can begin to understand your entry and your exit places for the stock. And I just want to remind you, charts are pictures. That's all it is. It is a way of illustrating either momentum, price action, contraction, or expansion. And that's what we're going to look at right now with PK. So why don't we jump into the charts? All right, so a lot of people are like, hey, Josh, you put it on black mode for us, and I did, so it should be easier for you to see. And in addition to that...
Hold on. Always bet on black. Go ahead.
I knew. The minute I said it, I actually said, Larry, go make a joke.
I got you.
So, yeah, man, it's better on black, so let's go with that. So, hey, now what I'm looking at, guys, is I am going to be showing you a new indicator called the Gaussian channel. And I was thinking about how to get you guys more excited about charts and make it a little bit more visual for you so that we could keep it really simple. You know, green, it's going in the upward trend, and red, it's going in a downward trend. So let's look at that here with the Gaussian channel. Now, okay, to remind you, if you want to find this in your own app, you go to the top where it says indicators, you click on that, you type in Gaussian channel, and you will see it pop up if you spell it correctly. So Gaussian channel is the first one that came up. Okay, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Now, in addition to that, next week, I'm actually going to begin to use a platform that more of you guys are familiar with. I'm going to begin to do Technical Tuesdays in Moomoo as well as Webull.
Great.
Just so that you guys can follow along. So here we are. Now, what I want to point out to you guys regarding this is the concept of contraction and expansion. The stock market is always going into either a contraction mode, and then it's followed by an expansion mode, and then a contraction mode. Now, this is a very tight pattern that PK has been in. And what I like about it is it has given us a very clearly defined bottom entry point. And I'm just going to write that out at around 1750, we'll call it. So you could literally have entered in since July of last year. You could have bought in at 1750, and you've had multiple opportunities to sell. Let me pop that out. You've had multiple opportunities to sell that at $20, right? And I would say we're still in that channel, and we're at the bottom of the channel. We're at 1766 today. And as we're continuing to contract, you could enter that trade and potentially sell it at $20. Now, the longer something contracts, the stronger the move will be. Now, we don't know whether or not we're going to break to the downside or whether we're going to break to the upside. But as Larry had said, this is where we marry the technical idea with the fundamental idea about how we're going to have more of these parks becoming more profitable because things are opening up and we're getting further away from COVID. So at the moment, this has been contracting for a number of months now and is really positioned for a pop. But even if you didn't participate in that pop, but you just traded this range, there's a great entry from $17 to $20 on park, hotels, and resorts.
That is really good, man. I like that. See there? Straight to the point. I want to show you guys some other companies here, all right, that's in the same space. You got Parks and Hotels, you got Hilton, Wyndham, and Hyatt Hotels. And as you can see, they're all green today, most by over 2%, right? And so now I want you guys to understand that these are swing trades. I want you guys to do your own, your own examination of these stocks, right? So as you can see here, there's no PE ratio on Parks and Hotels, right? But I want you guys to do your own R&D, do your own research, and to see if this is a stock. The lesson that we're going to use on this is profit taking, profit taking, profit taking. If you get in and you make 20 to 25% on some of these stocks, and sometimes even 15%, then I want you this time, good people, this is a get in and get out. That's what I'm suggesting, okay? So let's just keep it moving, okay? Everything is not a hold forever stock, and this is not. Anything could happen because it's hotels. If COVID cases start rising again, these will tank, okay? And so that's why I only buy them when they go down, all right? When anything scares what's called reopening, that's when I buy these.
You know what I like about the
Yes.
PK recommendation, Larry, is
Yeah.
that despite the volatility, now we've seen growth stocks just get hammered,
Yes.
right? In that exact same time frame on the charts, PK really just traded sideways the
It
entire
held
time.
strong.
And
That's
that
why I got
is a
back
signal
in.
to me.
Yes. So good people, I've been trading this one since 2020. It's an unsexy stock. When I made a video about this in like 2020, it got no views, and I'm like, so then I just left it alone. But I just see, like I've been telling you guys, a lot of these reopening plays are going to have a bump because people want to get out. They don't care about prices. Bookings of hotels are going through the roof. Norwegian, I got some option plays. September. Why September? Because that's when the bookings are high for cruises. Okay, and so that's what I want us to look at, and not just chase the BBIGs and all of these. There's a lot more money to be made, okay, that are not into short squeeze potential stock. All right, let's go. Listen, Solana. Okay, let's go right into Solana, and we're going to end it right there.
Okay, let's jump into the charts then
Alrighty.
directly. All right, guys. So the last time this is the same drawings we made on Solana last time we talked about it, okay? And we had this pretty amazing move that went up, and we talked about a target area of profit around 150. We didn't quite make that, and we also wanted to see it come back and test this previous line of support. We wanted this to be a line of support. Well, that didn't work. It broke right through, and we saw that with a lot of we saw that with the market. We saw that with Bitcoin. We saw that with a lot of different cryptos, that we wanted to have a little bit more of a back test to show strength. But what we're seeing in what happened is not so much decisive strength in one direction, but we're seeing extreme volatility.
Right.
That's what the charts revealed. So
Yeah.
now I chose to use this Gaussian channel today so I could give you guys a clear visual picture of what's going on. So Solana had been in a long downward red trend But we did on April 4th, even though we had pulled back, we have crossed over into a green trend.
Yeah.
And you can see how long, just from this particular indicator, you can see how long those green trends can land or can last. So right now we pulled back, we tested the middle of the Gaussian channel, and we popped off of it. And I'm going to say that we did have this line of support that broke, right? And so we're going to be looking for it to consolidate at this level, and we're going to be looking for it to go back up and see if we can test this other line here and break through. So there we are on Solana.
Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, good people, let me tell you what I did.
I will throw out there.
Sure.
Hey, we on the camera?
Yeah, we're right
very
here.
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I will share with you what I did. I bought more Solana. I bought it the first day that it dropped heavily.
Yep.
Right? I waited 2 days. I like to give it a little bit of time to my dollar cost averaging. I bought it again about 48 hours later.
Right.
And then before this dip, I bought it because I have conviction that we're still melting up. I referenced that the last time we talked.
Yes. Great. Listen, I did the same, okay? But what I did yesterday, last night, was I took I'm going to do this in post. I took my Weeble. I put a buy order in. Now, I bought it lower when it dropped, okay? But what I did was I took my Weeble app. I put in buy at $100, okay? Now, I only bought like a few shares at $100 last night, and then it filled, right? And so this is the way that you could keep your Solana in your Coinbase or whatever, your KuCoin, wherever you got Solana at, you can keep it in there. But this is a swing for me. So remember, I buy and hold Solana for long term, the stuff that I bought under $88 and some for $79, but I also swing it in my Weeble. And that is the power of owning more than one trading platform. I have links below. I want you to click, and I want you to download Weeble, and I also wanted you to download Coinbase, and I also now want you to download the Moo app, because Josh is going to be helping. We're going to use these different platforms to do different things, and we're going to make more money, right? Hey, listen, why don't we do this? We're going to cut it off right here because I don't want the video to be too long. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you're going to see something appear in a box right here, right on top of Josh's face. I want you to click it, all right? And it's going to lead you to Josh's page, because tonight he is going to do more technicals. So not only do you get Technical Tuesday here, he's going to do some Technical Tuesdays on his page over at Stocks with Josh. What do you want to say in part to the good people?
Hey, I just want to say thanks for the support. I love to connect with you guys in the comments, and I appreciate all the support so far.
All right, good people. Live, love, laugh, and learn. We'll see you later. Peace.